Here we are at Cerro Gordo. This is the area called Crystal Creek. There's the creek. There's a big log that's going over it. And here's Steve, coming up here on your left. Okay, Steve, tell a little bit about Crystal Creek.
Oh, thanks for joining us today, the day after Christmas. This is the Crystal Creek area. It's the area that has the most water of any place on the lower part of the ranch, so we try to slow the water down and keep it around here so it's around for the summertime for animals and fire protection. And I named it Crystal Creek probably about 15 or 20 years ago because it's just got an incredible abundance of gemstones in it. Pieces of quartz crystal, lots of petrified wood, jasper, carnelian. And for many years, me and my friend Fred and his kids and dogs, we used to hike this creek and collect the gemstones out of it.
Great. So here we are looking up the creek. And there's a nice little bridge here that we're standing on. That's Mac.
Daniel Canfield built the bridge. And here we are at the old Sawmill Road, also called the Homestead Road on Cerro Gordo. And where I'm standing here is on the old Doolittle Homestead Road that went up to their sawmill up higher up on Cerro Gordo Ranch. And they had a whole community up here. There was the sawmill employed probably about 15 people. They had a school with about 6 or 8 students. It was a certified state school. And Opal Whiteley used to do nature hikes up here with the school and with the school kids. During her years, she lived in Dorena and was part of the Christian Endeavor. We're just above what was the community of Dorena and today's Dorena Lake. Now we're at the other part of the creek, and here's a couple of sculptures by my friend Fred Ure. The one at the top is kind of a two-faced African-looking face, and around this stump, are scattered the ashes of an African-American fellow. His name was Truman Holmes, but he later changed it to Jezreel Shabazz, which is African-Arabic name for peaceful friend. And down there is that little marble sculpture that Fred did called it the embryo down there. And then if you turn around, you can see some other nice areas around the creek here. And this terrific bridge built by Daniel Canfield. Frozen and slippery. The sculpture down there is nice. It's called the Princess Sculpture. And way over there by that stump is a sculpture of the Lady of the Forest, made out of Port Orford cedar, the finest incense cedar anywhere. Well, I'm just here day after Christmas checking on the drainage here at the Crystal Creek at the swamp area. I call it, because it's the swampiest area that we have on the lower part of the property, and where we get a lot of water stored up in the wintertime for in the summer when animals need it to drink, and it's also needed for protect against fires. And I just kind of come out here and slightly change the way it drains so it kind of goes sideways a little bit and stays kind of up in this area more instead of running on down the hill really fast. Well, the idea is to get it to stay up here on the land more. Well, here we are at the backside of Cerro Gordo Ranch. Oh, at about a little over 2,000 feet elevation. And just got up to the snow. Max ran off down there chasing a deer or something. My dear wife in the car checking out something. Gonna be some spectacular views and the sunshine coming down. We got snow and sunshine. Oregon at its best. Way up behind Cerro Gordo, where the sun's coming through the clouds. Snow and sun. That's why I love Oregon. Get a lot of this snow and sun. Oh, and here we are above the fog and the clouds. That's Storena Lake way down there. Bohemia Mountain way in the distance.